Good afternoon. I'm back with Facebook Live Open House Week. I'm here with Cindy Dalloway from our Early Care and Education program. This is a particularly important program for the whole state of South Carolina because we are experiencing a bit of a teacher shortage right now. So the careers are there, the demand is there, and it's a fun program and career as well. So tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. Welcome to Early Care and Education. This is the lobby of our building. In this building we have both of our early childhood classrooms as well as all of the offices for faculty in the department. This is our gathering area. We tend to think of ourselves as a family, and lots of family conversations go on here. On the wall here you'll see pictures of our graduates. These are our May 2017 graduates, and we are extraordinarily proud of their accomplishments, and so we always showcase here in the lobby the pictures of our graduates. Another thing there on the wall is our accreditation. We are accredited by NACE, which is the National Association for the Education of Young Children, and so our accreditation certificate is on the wall, as well as the standards that NACE promotes for associate degree students, and those are the standards that we use for our lessons. Also here in our lobby we have the paperwork for both of the degrees that are available in early care and education. The associate degree, which prepares you to be a child care teacher or director or Head Start teacher or assistant in the public schools, as well as the ECE transfer, which is for students who plan to go on to Coastal and get a 4-year degree and become state certified to teach child development through 3rd grade. Another thing that is focused on here in the lobby is a picture from the State Early Childhood Conference, which is something that all of our students attend in January of their final semester. So this is our lobby, but let's come into the classroom. We call this the big classroom because it's about twice the size of our other room.
Can you talk a little bit briefly about early care and education is specifically for people interested in teaching a certain age, correct?
Yes. Early care and education is for anyone who would prefer to teach birth through 3rd grade. If those are your focus ages anywhere in there, then we are the program for you. With our degree, you can do anything except public school teaching, and it just takes 3 semesters in the professional program at Coastal to add that to what you've gotten here. So birth through 3rd grade would be our focus. The classroom that we're in right now changes every semester depending on the main anchor class, the lab class that's being taught in the semester. This summer, the anchor class is math and science concepts for early childhood, and right now, for the last 5 weeks of summer, we're focusing on science. So what you see is 21 science centers that would be found in early childhood classrooms, and our students spend time in each center exploring the materials, learning about these topics, making materials for these centers, and then they will take the materials that they've made themselves and use in their student teaching classroom. So we have a variety of the different kinds of science here, including live plants, live animals, rocks and soil, ramps and pathways, all kinds of interesting things there. In the lab classes, which are held in this classroom, you make a lot of materials. We are fortunate in this building to also have our own lab in the back of the building, where we have computers, we have laminating machines, paper cutters, the die cut that punches out shapes, all the things that teachers need to make their materials for the classroom. And so we feel very fortunate to have this building and have the space and the materials that we need. Also, when you look at all of the materials and all the things, you might wonder why someone would need so many materials. Why would they need to make all of these things? And that's because the very last semester in the program, our students student teach for a week. In other words, they take over a classroom for a week. They do everything. They make all of the plans, they do all of the teaching, all of the assessing and observing. They have all the conversations with parents. And that is at one of our 3 student teaching sites over in the Myrtle Beach area. That is unique, we believe, to our program. We don't know of any other technical college in the state that allows the students to have a consecutive week of student teaching, so we're pretty proud of that. But all of the materials that they've made in all of the lab classes will be used that week to actually fill that classroom. Their materials go on the shelves. Another thing that's pretty unique to our program is we take the entire student teaching group, our entire student group, the last semester to the State Early Childhood Conference every year, where our students mingle with 1,600 early childhood professionals from across the state. So they might be sitting in a session with someone who's been teaching for 25 years, who's giving them all of the tidbits and advice that they have about the field. But that's a really special thing for our students. Most colleges send 2 or 3 students. We take the whole group every January, and so we're pretty proud of that. Also, while they're in the program, our students apply and become members of 2 professional organizations, the South Carolina Early Childhood Association and NACE, our accrediting body. They become student members of that. So when they leave, those 2 professional memberships are there on their resumes. They are functioning members of 2 professional organizations. So you might ask, what does this degree do for me? What can I do with it? With the associate degree, you can become that lead teacher in a child care center. You can become a director of a child care center if you also get a little experience under your belt. Head Start will hire you as a teacher with our degree. The public schools hire our graduates to be assistants in the classroom. And then if you want to go into Coastal and you do that transfer emphasis, then with the public school practicums at Coastal, you become a state certified teacher. So lots of options, and there are some other things out there. We're very proud of our graduates. We're very proud of our graduates that take what they've learned here and apply their skills and knowledge in the field. And today I do have someone here
Great.
who is one of our graduates to explain to you what she has done with her life and how she has used what she got here at Horry-Georgetown to become the success that she is.
That's awesome.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Torian, and I am a proud graduate of Horry-Georgetown Technical College. I graduated here in 2011. This program is wonderful. It's very hands-on, as you've seen throughout the classroom. You're prepared with materials and the lessons that you need to go on and teach young minds. Like Ms. Galloway said, everything that we make here and that we use here, we're able to take with us. I was able to take it with me, all of my materials. I taught at several centers. I was an assistant teacher. I was a lead teacher for several years. I did go on to Coastal. Since then, I've graduated from Coastal, and I am now the director of an early child care center in Conway. I have 100 students there and 26 teachers, and I am extremely proud. I would have not been able to do it if I didn't have the knowledge nuggets that I got here at Horry-Georgetown Technical College.
That's great. And talk to us about working and having a family and going to school all at the same time.
Yes, so while I was here, I was a non-traditional student, but it worked well. I was able to work full-time, take night classes. I did have a son, and since then I have 2 more, but yes, it was very easy for me, and I was able to make my schedule work here at the college and go to school, have a family, and still graduate.
That's great. Any piece of advice you have for people interested in early care and education?
Yes, I do. It's a wonderful field. If you feel that teaching is what you want to do, and especially if you want to teach early childhood, then I highly recommend coming here. From graduating here and Coastal, I would even recommend starting here. The focus on early childhood development, just from birth to age 8, on brain development, on the standards, the NACE standards, just everything that I've got, it made my transition to Coastal so much easier. And I honestly believe I had a step ahead. So if this is what you want to do, I would definitely start here at Horry-Georgetown.
Great. Thank you so much. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, just if you feel that this is for you, if you're interested in any way, if you have any questions, I've put my information here, email and office number and cell number. Contact me. We'll talk, we'll chat, I'll explain, I'll answer questions. We're all about relationships here, and we are one big family. So if you want to come in and sit in on the class this summer, see what our classes are like, see what the teaching's like, talk to students who are here, we will welcome that. We are hands-on, developmentally appropriate, active involvement. You do not fall asleep in our classes, I can promise you. You are active and engaged at all times. So just, if you think birth through 8, anywhere in there is what you want to do, come see us. We're here.